Hello, today I'm here to showcase to you this digital multimeter that I have assembled on a RS-232 nuclear board, and we are able to use it to read in a voltage from a digital from a DC power supply or a function generator. We are therefore able to output our values using the RS-232 protocol onto a computer right here. Right now, as you can see, we have a 1 volt peak to peak. Sorry, we have a 1 volt DC output, and we are reading in average voltage of around 1 volt on our display. If we can change our voltage to something as high as 3 volts, for example, and we should see a 3 volt output. And we can go something low to like, I don't know, point uh 3.5 volts, sure. And we should get 0.35 volts on our output right there. And you can also see we have a table to showcase visually roughly where the voltage is. Um and I don't know, we can go something in between. Let's go 1.84. And you can see as it waits, there we go. We are now reading in 1.85 volts. 1.84 was what I inputted, but it's up on 1.85 on the power supply, so 1.85. Yeah. We can also read in voltages from a DC from a function generator, which I have set up right here. So if I disconnect the cables real quick and reset it up right here. And then I switch over from DC mode to AC mode. We are currently reading in a 280 we're currently reading in a 286 a 2.7 volt peak to peak at 1.5 DC offset of 286 hertz sound wave. And we are able to see our we are able to see on the display our frequency, our RMS voltage, our peak-to-peak voltage, and our DC offset. We are also able to switch over, so from away from um, a sine wave. So if I set it up to I don't know, let's go something low like a 10 hertz frequency at I don't know, a zero point 0.5 peak to peak. Oh shoot, zero point 0.5 peak to peak. There you go. We should be getting around a RMS of 1.52, which we're getting 1.50, which is roughly close. Um, and we see our uh peak-to-peak voltage and our oh wait, this is also, don't know why it's not exactly close. I'm on square wave. There we go. Now we're getting 1.51, which is a lot closer. Our peak to peak of 0.5 and our offset of 1.5. We can also transition to a ramp wave. So let's go something like let's jump our frequency up to something like 834 hertz, sure. And let's go to a amplitude of 2.62 peak to peak with a 1.5 DC offset. Actually, we could drop yeah. And we should get around a 1.68 uh voltage RMS. Let's go back to a sine wave and just to showcase, we can set this guy to a 1 volt peak to peak, and we can also change our offset. So if I set our offset to something like 2.5, for example, our offset would also change right here to 2.5, and our peak to peak of 1 volt. With our RMS should be around 2.525. We are getting 2.519. That's a 0.006 volt difference. But yeah, thanks for watching.